this is Larissa, and it feels weird to say this is the last video I'm going to be making for this class. I remember when I first started taking this technology education course at Liberty University, and I had no idea what I was doing. But being at the end, the feeling is really, really sweet. So today's topic is reflecting on the entire experience of being in this course, learning about professional organizations, reflecting on technology practices in the classroom, creating digital assessments and lessons, and creating these videos to share with fellow colleagues and teacher allies about how we can make the education profession even better. So let's start with the first question. How was I challenged? Oh man, so I laugh because every aspect of this class challenged me, to be honest. I think one of the greatest challenges was creating these weekly reflection videos like this one, where I had to learn how to become my own video editor, director, and creator. Those were skills I hadn't really utilized before, but in the process of creating these videos, I've learned a lot of things. One, I've learned not to hide behind my words. So for those of you who may be watching this that have followed my blog for a while, or even connected with me on my socials, I don't tend to ever post videos of myself talking. Usually I will write quite a bit, but it's been very rare that anyone has ever seen a recording of me talking about something. I've always found it easier to write my thoughts versus verbally sharing my thoughts. So this class actually pushed me to come out of my comfort zone to take what I write and let people actually hear it come from me directly. Now you might be thinking, don't you normally share your thoughts out loud when you teach? Yes, I do, but my brain processes it differently because teaching involves direct communication. However, I never thought about taking that same element and using it to collaborate with other educators outside of the classroom in creative ways such as video making. So that really broadened my horizons. Another way this class challenged me was by pushing me to think outside of the box about what technologies I already use and the purposes behind why I use them, as well as thinking about what other technologies are out there that I've never thought about using or never heard of. I think it's important for teachers to stay fresh and relevant. The more we educate ourselves, the better we can educate our students and connect them in meaningful ways. Through this class, I found technological programs I never heard of before, and I was able to design lessons that I'm super excited to teach this fall because it's something new. I'm encouraged to continue seeking more knowledge in this area so that I can grow and be even better in lesson and assessment design. So now let's talk about how I've changed. Well, one way I've changed is that I'm not as nervous about getting on the camera and explaining concepts and ideas to others. Another way is that I found a passion for using my platforms to try to help other educators better their craft and grow from what I have learned throughout my time as a teacher. I've also changed in how I think about technology. I've always been a big fan of using it, but never thought about it as a tool before. This was something that I learned in one of my assignments where I had to interview some coworkers of mine. Now I get it. Teachers can use technology to teach concepts, ideas, to assess, to reward. It's not used to stay with the times or to look cool, but to create relevancy and opportunities to approach learning in different ways. We can reach a lot of learners through technology because there's typically something for everyone. And that's a concept I never really considered prior to taking this class. What would I like to take with me? Everything. I'd love to attend an ISTE conference in the near future to educate myself more, but in the meantime, I will continue to be on the hunt for what technological resources are out there to better my assessments and lessons. I also plan to continue doing this, creating videos on my blog to share with others about what I'm learning. And I have several more classes to take before I'm done with my master's degree through Liberty. And I'm also in the midst of working on my class certification or credential, whatever you want to call it, with UCLA. So I found that taking the time to reflect on what I'm learning has not only helped other colleagues, but it's also helped encourage me as a new teacher. Going into my second year of teaching, I would love a living portfolio of what I have learned and experienced along the way, so that as I grow into a veteran teacher, I can look back and see how far I've come. So even though there were times I honestly wondered if I would ever make it through this class, I'm thankful. So thank you to all of my classmates who watched my videos and left such encouraging and thoughtful feedback. And thank you, Dr. Deal, for pushing each of us to extend ourselves and maximize our ability to be better educators than we were when we first started this class. So thank you.